It hasn't been a month since I've last posted the battle. It's only been 28 days. Not that big of a deal. So, yeah, it's been another while since I've had a battle. School's been kind of being all lame and making me super mega ultra busy. So, usual excuses and whatnot. So, it's not that big of a thing, but still kind of annoying. But yeah, finally got another Black and White 2 match here going. So, that's going to be a thing. But just been super busy, and finally I actually have this weekend next week. Have some time to do some leisure stuff, so that's gonna be a thing. Hopefully, get some few matches done. But yeah, Genesect just got banned today, which is like yes, gone. And yesterday I had some battles knowing that Genesect would probably get banned today. Yesterday I had a few OU battles with Genesect with my Genesect team to try to get a last second battle with it, but none of them turned out really good because Genesect destroyed everything because it's a Genesect. But we have a UU battle here against xCKSmoove from the Smoking Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and yeah, this guy really good. He said he ranked 3 on the PO ladder, so he is supposed to be like a really good UU, apparently in the UU ladder. So I'm gonna be going through some team analysis here because this is a new UU team that I built. Most of these guys are actually newly bred and EV trained, which is pretty interesting. So I got a basic firewater grass core. The main basis of this team is pretty much entry hazard support, pretty much. So it's kind of like a semi-stealth hyper offense mix in a way with that kind of thing going on. And all of the guys are pretty much locked in except for Hitmontop. I may replace it or not. I'm still kind of getting a feel for this team, but his team looks pretty strong. The main threats on his end probably the Gligar. Looking at it, if I don't keep my special attackers alive, that thing could really destroy my team. But it's not that big of a deal. So Kingdra, and I also looked at this team and instantly deduced that Kingdra was probably going to be Specs because his team would be way too physical if that Kingdra was Dragon Dance because he has the Mine Shell, he has the Dramatan, and he has the Dramatan, Dramatan, only other offensive guys he has, and those things are always physical. So it makes sense that the Kingdra would be special from that, and I deduced that right at the bat, which was kind of cool. So, end up leading off of Roserade because I figured that'd be my best overall choice. Instead of leading off with my child, don't want to take a fake out for no reason since I do have the Chandelure, might as well switch into it. I guess he does predict this and just go for the U-turn, which won't do much because I X4 resist it. So, decent start off here. He's gonna go into his, I believe, Blastoise here, and no, he goes into his Kingdra. I just the nickname, man, sounds like a Blastoise. But yeah, it goes into Kingdra. Definitely don't want to take any hits. So I'm gonna go into my Empoleon, which is pretty much a solid counter for this thing, because I can literally take anything this thing could possibly learn. So, and look how much that Draco Meteor does. Oh my god, this is a specially defensive Empoleon. That thing is clearly specs. So, still know I can take another pretty easily. So I'm just gonna take this opportunity to get at my rocks, and I'm just gonna do that as he switches into his Bronzong. I guess wanting to get his up next turn. I was thinking of staying in here and going for the Scald, but I really didn't feel like it'd do much, and it really wouldn't be worth to try to get the burn at this point in the game. And I'd rather just get my Chandelure in before the rocks get up. So yeah, the Chandelure is kind of a semi. It works for the Firewater Grass core, and it helps spin block to keep my spikes and stealth rocks up. So yeah, so I'm using it. Decided to go for the sub here, figuring he'd switch. Ends up going for the Protect. Pretty big misplay on him because now I get a free sub up, which kind of sucks. But I guess Pain Split Chandelure isn't really that common anymore since Tom gets tricked. The Choice Chandelure sets are a little more common in Black and White 2 UU, I mean. But yeah, gonna go for the safe Fire Blast as he switches into Blastoise. Does a decent Happy Chuck because I'm a Chandelure and have like infinite special attack, so does a good amount. I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball next turn. Not quite sure for a kill because I'm pretty sure they have the same base power. Actually, not very effective. And actually, no, I think Shadow Ball's a little bit stronger. But doesn't kill, unfortunately. He's gonna be able to roar me out here, which does kind of suck. I guess rid of my sub. But Blastoise had a really low point of health, and I really did want to get rid of this thing as early as possible, just because spinning is bad for the team because I have spikes and stealth rocks, and I want to keep those up because that's what I like to do. So, gonna quick fake it out as he worded me into Hitmontop, and that's gonna kill. Literally, any only thing he would have brought in that couldn't have killed it would have probably been Empoleon, but it would have been whatever, really. So he goes into his Kingdra now here. Again, this thing is just hits like a goddamn truck. Just gonna switch back into Empoleon. He's gonna go for the Hydro Pump, and this is just doing so much damage. It's like I'm not even resisting these hits. It's ridiculous. It's doing way too much. Oh my god, Specs Kingdra, man. I love a Specs Empoleon, but god damn, Specs Kingdra. It's not strong as Specs Empoleon, but god fucking damn it. So I thought he'd switch here, so I ended up going for the Roar, but actually just goes for a second Hydro Pump, just trying to weaken my one Kingdra counter that I have, and end up roaring him out into his Dynamic, which does suck for me. I know he's not going to go for the Superpower here, because the majority of my team resists it, so I decide Flygon's probably my best switch in because he's probably going to Flare Blitz or U-turn. Ends up going for the U-turn, predicting my switch, and that is just fine. It does a lot of damage, so I'm thinking this thing is probably banded looking at that damage right there. And this is not my standard Flygon, as you can tell by the lack of nickname. This is the infamous Scarf Flygon. I can't believe I'm actually using one of these things. It's crazy. But he goes into his Mind Show. I don't want to take a fake out, so I go right back into my Chandelure. And he doesn't fake out here. He actually goes for the U-turn, I believe, here. So that should have been a real red flag for me that this thing probably doesn't carry the fake out. But I just thought he was predicting well. I don't know, but You're gonna U-turn back into his Ramatan. I'm not really sure why, since Ramatan really can't do much to Chandelure. He's gonna go for the U-turn here, but because I X4 resist it, I'm still gonna have enough HP to live it. And obviously, since I was at such low health, the one move I decided to click was Pain Split. So he has to switch something in with high HP. Ends up going into his Bronzong, and I'm gonna steal like a shit ton of HP from that. And now I can switch back into Stealth Rocks and hit that, and just my Chandelure's all healthy again, which is just huge. That was a real huge misplay for him. I don't know why he should have U-turned into his Kingdra, to be honest, since my Empoleon's almost dead and I couldn't switch that into many more times. But had to go for the sub here to see if he wants to switch out during the Fire Blast. He ends up just staying in and going for the safe Earthquake, I guess not wanting me to get a free sub up at this point in the game, since Chandelure kind of threatens him. I figured that after Life Orb damage, if I do kill him here, I'll be at a point where Stealth Walk will kill me next turn, so I really don't want to kill him here, so I just decided to go into my Rose Raid. Figured this would be a decent opportunity for me to get up my spikes, because I can, and I know that Earthquake really won't be doing too incredibly much to me. So yeah, it's a standard especially defensive Rose Raid, so yeah, another new guy here. Just gonna go for the spikes because I know he can't do much to me, and it's probably my best move right now, so just gonna go for it, and he's gonna switch into his Gligar to be a Gligar. So after he goes into it, I figured the only reason he bring it in at this point is that it probably carries a taunt, so I'm just gonna go for the Giga Drain, knowing I'm gonna do a decent amount, and if he taunts me, I'm going for an attacking move. But instead of going for the taunt, just as like kind of half maybe predicted, and I knew that even if he went for the Earthquake, it wouldn't have killed me or done incredibly much, so Drain hits does like a little more than I thought it would actually because of Violet. I thought it'd do a little bit less than that, but it actually does a good chunk, so that's nice. And I know the move he has to really hit me with is probably Earthquake, so I can get a free switch into my Azelf and threaten him out with special attacks if I am a special attacker. So, Earthquake misses, which is nice. Gonna go for the U-turn. This is a Bandit Azelf actually, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn just to hit something pretty goddamn hard. And yeah, he ends up switching into his Bronzong, does a hefty chunk, and now I can kill it off with whatever I want to free up my Flygon's afraid of possible terror later. So, I'm gonna go into my Hitmontop knowing that I'll be faster and can kill with a close combat. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So yeah, we have to go for the Protect. I'm not really, I guess, just want to get some extra lefty games. I guess I went for the Protect because he can, but yeah, that Protect was kind of lame. But I'm gonna go for the CC now. He could have switched into his his Gligar if he really wanted to, but there was an opportunity for him to do that, and I guess he figured he might as well just fodder off my Bronzong in case I may have wanted to overpredict, even though Gligar is a pretty safe switch it anyway, since I really can't hit him for anything. So let's switch into his Kingdra now, knowing that he wants to destructinate my team a little bit more because this thing is just could just destroy everything at this point. And Poyon really can't take another hit, so aside just to kind of go into my Chandelure's fodder here, since I really don't think I'll need it for much, so that was kind of a weird thing I did there, but anyways, Shando's gonna die to Dragon Pulse. I see he locks himself into that, which is fine. Like two of my guys outspeeding to take it out. I'm gonna go into my Azelf and just predict him to switch again and go for the U-turn, I believe here, as he switches into his what's it called, Darmanitan. And actually, I think I can go for the Zen Headbutt here, actually, just to be safe. Do I Zen? I think it's Zen Headbutt. Yeah, Zen Headbutt. And that's going to take out the Darmanitan really easily at that point, so that thing is dead, which is not that big of a threat, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but yay, dead. He goes into his Gligar here, and I probably should have locked myself in the Ice Punch, half predicting this thing that this thing may have came in here, and I maybe should have just stayed in and hit him with a Zen Headbutt anyway, since I am banded. It wouldn't have killed him, but still would have done a decent amount. And I go into Empoleon here, which was a kind of lapse in my mind, because for some reason I thought Empoleon was faster, but Gligar has 85 base speed. I'm slower, definitely. In fact, we found out that my Rose Rate isn't even faster, even though it has higher base speed. So I realize that I'm going to be slower, and now switch out back into my Azelf, which I guess is a kind of a nice play, because I still get immune to the Earthquake, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But the fact that I should have just stayed in and Zen Head, but it really made me seem like that was a stupid play for me. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Ice Punch now, and I figured nothing on his team could really take two of them, or outspeed me, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'm just going to go for the safe Ice Punch. Looks like Azelf can even sweep the team from here, but stupid thing doesn't die. And I was like, God, it didn't die. It didn't die to a banded Ice Punch after that much residual damage. That annoys me a lot, and I hate my life. But I'm going to go into my Empoleon here, predicting the Fake Out. He has to go for the high jump kick, which I found kind of weird, and I was like, what? And I go back into Azelf, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's not Scarfed, right? And it's Scarfed. So I lose my Azelf for no reason, which was really a huge deal, because that was since my HO just took out my Empoleon and my Azelf in the same turn, the same two turns. I got nothing to super effective that Gligar anymore, and that's a huge thing. Since Chandelure died, I really don't have anything to hit Gligar at all now, so that was a really stupid play, and I probably should have just switched Roserade in right after the fact just to be completely safe, but I didn't think it'd be Scarf. I don't think I've ever seen Scarf Mancha before, but that's, oh god, that play really cost me this match. So that was dumb. I'm gonna go back into Kingdra now. He goes back into Kingdra, I should say, and I'm just gonna fodder off my I'm on top since I need a fart, so I'm gonna kill his last two are Kingdra and the Gligar. So I'm going to Flygon at this point. Just go for the outrage. If he switches in the Gligar, he doesn't want to take one on the switch because that could be bad if I crit him or something. But he's gonna let his Kingdra die and then switch into his Gligar, and then I pretty much can't do anything to him. So it's pretty much, even though there's a shit ton of time left in this battle, it's pretty much his game from here because I can just keep outraging him all day, and because I'm a stupid Scarf Flygon that's a wimp and can't hit for anything, it doesn't even do anything to stupid Gligar because I'm not a banded Flygon. But the only thing he really do to me is Toxic Me, since that's his only attacking move is Earthquake, so it kind of maybe I have a shot, but I'd have to get like 20,000 crits in a row because it's just not doing much. But switching the rows right here, I'm not sure why I was doing this, but whatever. It's pretty much his game, so it's not even much to talk about here. Just kind of pointless stall, kind of at this point. But yeah, this is probably one of the best games I've had in UU, to be honest. Like overall, like this was a really good game, and to figure out this guy was actually third in the UU like ladder and PO is like, wow, man, this team's actually half decent then. Because I've been testing this team for like 2 weeks now, and yeah, getting a little bit better with it. Kind of made some adjustments, but yeah, this team is I like this team a lot, so I may be using it a lot more in future battles. But yeah, this team is a team, and I'm really proud of it. So yeah, I'll try to get some more battles. Hopefully, maybe this weekend. Maybe I'll just record them this weekend and post them throughout the week or something. Because I just my schedule is just all weird, and I don't even know if I'll have any time to start my Plants vs Zombie post game Let's Play anytime soon. But I don't even know right now. It's just kind of a gray area, especially because finals are coming up in 2 weeks. So I don't know, maybe time then. I'm going on vacation after that, so I don't even know. Like maybe like a little bit after Christmas, I'll definitely have a lot of free time and be able to post like regularly again, but not anytime remotely soon. I'm gonna be honest, but still trying to get things up. So yeah, that's pretty much my whole life story in a nutshell. Yeah, happy getting stuff gone. Should talk about that again. And fucking Cure and B, god damn it, that thing needs to go. I don't like it. I don't like it in OU. I face one and I don't like it. Even though I won that match that I had a Cure and B with, I faced a Kieran B, and it wasn't that big with Ret, but I don't like it in OU, and I think it should go. And I don't even like playing OU, knowing that thing could still possibly be there, to be honest. And freaking Kieran B. But happy Genesec's gone. I still wish I still would have liked to get like one last match with it, but you know, I kind of won all the matches I had with Genesect, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much going to be the game, and I think this turn here it's going to end it, and that's going to be a great game. xCKSmoove, just check him out because he's good at UU, and you know, yeah, he was a good match, and it was an awesome game. So yeah, hopefully I can have a really good match like this again. This was like almost a 40-turn battle, so it was just overall just a great game. I mean, we both had some misplays at the end of the day, like that U-turn on the Dragon 10 was kind of a misplay, and I had a few misplays myself that I pointed out, but overall still a really good game, and yeah, I really liked it. So I'll hopefully see you guys later from hopefully more battles, maybe, sort of. We'll see, and that'll be it. Bye.